Gilmore Girls, and have you ever spotted Stars Hollow in the wild? You let me know in the comments. I'm going to share with you some fun behind the scenes moments from after the show ended. What was it like working at Warner Brothers? Did I ever work in Stars Hollow? And what changes were made to the Warner Brothers policy of filming in that location? First, I worked at Warner Brothers for a very long time after Gilmore Girls. Worked on Sarah Connor Chronicles, Pretty Little Liars, Shameless, Without a Trace, Jersey Boys, The Offer, and I'm sure there's other things that I'm forgetting, in addition to working on A Year in the Life. Back when I worked on Gilmore Girls, that whole area of Midwest Street and the town square was owned by our show. No one else could film in there unless we gave them permission. When the show ended, Warner Brothers changed their policy because they realized that they could make more money if they were able to rent it out to more production. In 2008, I ended up working on Without a Trace, and we were shooting in Stars Hollow, and it was a trip. It felt like you were walking through ghosts. Speaking of ghosts, Universal backlot burned down, and Ghost Whisperer, who had been filming there, needed a new place to shoot their town. They started filming in the area formerly known as Stars Hollow. In 2010, after Ghost Whisperer was done, Pretty Little Liars came in, and I also worked on that show for a tiny little bit. I actually don't really remember filming in Stars Hollow, but I do remember filming over by Stars Hollow Video. Every little corner of the lot would bring up memories. I do remember on Pretty Little Liars filming in the jungle. Now, the jungle is that area where Jess got pushed in the lake. When I was working on Pretty Little Liars, that's when we were burying Allison in the ground. I even helped take care of A that night. There are other corners of the Warner Brothers lot that bring up a lot of memories, like Hennessy Street. Hennessy Street is the tenement area, the one that kind of looks like New York. And on Without a Trace, I filmed there quite a bit. But the first time I filmed there was for Gilmore Girls, when we shot Jess and Rory going to New York. After Without a Trace, I remember working a scene on Jersey Boys in that same area. It was the very last scene of the movie. They did a big, huge dance number. They called it the Bollywood scene, where every single member of the cast was doing a dance down that one street. It was pretty incredible, but that's the same place that we filmed Jess and Rory in New York. And it's also the same place where we filmed a scene from The Offer. The Offer was a television series based on the making of The Godfather with Francis Ford Coppola. We were actually shooting a scene where they were filming a moment of The Godfather. And we were in that same exact spot. But the biggest trip of all after Gilmore Girls ended was working on A Year in the Life. I remember passing Lauren on my way to set, and we would just stare at each other like, can you believe that this is happening? It was like walking through a dream.